Good morning, class. Today we start the next topic from our chapter, that is nervous system. And human nervous system is a system which coordinates among organs and environment and longest organs. Besides control the functions of different organs, in humans nervous system is of two types. Here two types of nervous system are mentioned. First one is the central nervous system and second one is the peripheral nervous system. Okay, so these are the two type of nervous systems in our body. What is central nervous system? It consisting of mainly brain, and this brain, this is also a part of the central nervous system, and second is spinal cord, which is the back portion of the central nervous system. It is regarded as a thinker or the information processor in the body. Okay, point peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system, it consists of sensory and motor nerves. Okay, what are the sensory nerves and the motor nerves? Actually, when our body receives any signal, the signal which is received, the nerves which experiences to receive any signal, they are called sensory nerves, and motor nerves, what are the nerves which are present in the brain. Okay, so these are the motor nerves and sensory nerves connect to nervous system with the sense organs, muscles, glands of the body. Okay, so these are about the sensory nerves and the motor nerves. Okay, now we will just talk about the central nervous system. And what is central nervous system? Central nervous system is basically consisting of brain. Okay, so before starting with the brain is, we have to just mention here the structure of the neuron. I hope you all know about the neuron. It is also a fundamental and the structure unit of brain, or maybe the nervous system, because it is responsible for the transformation of the information. Here you can see they are the nephrons. Nephrons is consisting of mainly the dendrite. The dendrite which is responsible for receiving the signals. Cell body which consisting of nucleus which hold the cell process, and here the process which is stage 1 C sheet and node of the Ranvier and the myelin sheet, and these are all responsible for the transfer of the informations, and these are the polar body or the end portion which is responsible to transfer the information to the one cell to the another cell, that is to the one neuron to the another neuron until it reaches the brain. Okay, this is about the neuron and the structure. Now it is about the central nervous system basic, and you can here also emphasize that these are the different nerves, and by this process you can see that here are the different nerves which are present in all parts of the body. So any change which can happen inside our body, it can be just detected by itself. Okay, so here you can see that what are the nerves which are present in the sensory organs. And what are sensory organs? These are eyes, nose, ears, tongue and skin. Okay, so these are maybe all the whenever any stimulus is just started on it, or just changes any creation in a sensory neurons, and it will transfer so all the information to the brain, and our brain will respond accordingly. Okay, this is about the nervous system. Now we will discuss about the brain, and you can see here brain is a very complex structure consisting of different type of organs. And here now brain is the main coordinating center of our body. As you all know, it is a part of the nervous system. It controls and monitors every organ of the body. It is well protected by the cranial magnets, and that may be the outer surface of the dura. Now cranial magnets, or what are the cranial magnets? These are the outer portion which is present outside the brain. Okay, these are the cranial magnets, and the ventricles of brain also called with the filled with the CSF. And now what is CSF? It is the centrovascular or the spinal fluid, the cerebrospinal fluid, with a fluid which are present inside the brain. Okay, so this is about the brain, and it mainly is divided into the three portions, which is the forebrain, midbrain and the hindbrain. Now what is the forebrain, what are the midbrain, and what are the hindbrain? Basically the portion which you see here, this is the portion of the forebrain. Okay, and the portion which is present here, this is the midbrain, and the portion the present is here, this is the hindbrain. So basically the brain is divided into the three parts. Now what are the functions of these parts? So mainly the forebrain consisting of two parts, that is the cerebrum and the thalamus and the hypothalamus. Three parts, sorry. So these are consisting of the cerebrum, which is the cerebrum portion, this is the cerebrum portion, the thalamus portion, this is the thalamus portion, and the hypothalamus portion which is also present here. Okay, this is the hypothalamus portion. So these are the three portions which are responsible for the functioning of the forebrain. Okay, now functioning of the forebrain. Now we will just go through each one by one. Now cerebrum is the largest and the most prominent part of the brain, and mainly it is divided into the two regions, that is the outer cerebrum and the inner cerebrum. Okay, now this is the two parts, right brain and the left brain, and mainly it is also known as the corpus callosum. Okay, and it is the main thinking part of the brain as well. Okay, now what is thalamus? Thalamus is the main center of coordination for sensory and the motor signaling fed by the cerebrum. Okay, and it also acts as a relay station for sensory and the motor impulses between the cerebrum and the parts of the brain. Okay, this is about the thalamus, and we will just consider the hypothalamus here. So mainly the hypothalamus, it lies at the base of the thalamus, and the main function of the hypothalamus are, it regulates the temperature, thirst, that is the we need to just take the water. Now the hunger and the emotions, it secretes mainly two hormones, ADH and the oxytocin, and controls the pituitary gland and controls sleep and wakefulness and full intake, blood pressure and the heart rate. These are the some of the functions of the hypothalamus. Okay, now we will just move through the midbrain. Midbrain is the thallus and the forebrain is the pons. It is the portion which is just present in between the forebrain and the midbrain, hindbrain, and mainly it involves in the visual reflexes in the posterior part in the central reflex. Okay, so this is about the midbrain. Now we will just move through the hindbrain. Hindbrain consisting of the cerebellum. Cerebellum, you can see here, it is a portion which is cerebellum, the lining portion, and the pons vernali, the same thing which I present here. Now the cerebellum, it helps in the coordination of the muscular activities and also help in the maintenance of the posture and the equilibrium. And the pons vernali, it is a bridge between the two cerebrum hemisphere, the bridge between the two cerebrum hemisphere. Here is the bridge. Okay, it helps in the coordination of the activation of the eye and the ear, and also help in the equilibration and liquoration of the respiration. So this is about this, and the last portion of the hindbrain, it is the medulla oblongata. This is the medulla oblongata, okay, also known as the brainstem, and it involves in the regulation of the respiration, heartbeat, blood pressure, circulation, peristaltic movement, etc. And it is a center of salivation, vomiting, sneezing and coughing as well. Okay, now just behind this we can see here also a stem which is known as the spinal cord, and the spinal cord is a tubular structure connected with the medulla oblongata of brain, and mainly situated in the neural canal of the vertebral column, and the function, it can help in the conduction of the impulses to and fro from the brain. It is at the center of the spinal reflexes. So this is about the spinal cord. Okay, and in addition to this, as I just discussed, that we also contain peripheral nervous system, and peripheral nervous system, it mainly consisting of the nerves. Okay, and nerves, what are the nerves? Somatic nervous system and the autonomic nervous system. What is somatic? Somatic means the nerves from the CNS, central nervous system, to the skeletal muscle. So mainly the nerves which are involved for the conduction of the impulses from the brain or spinal cord to the muscle, these are known as the somatic nervous system. And the automatic nervous system, it mainly transmits information from the CNS to the involuntary organs. Involuntary organs are the organs which are not under our controls. Okay, so whenever there is a transmission of the information from the CNS to the involuntary organs, it is the autonomic nervous system. Okay, and the two here definitions also here, sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nerves, and these are the two nerves which are involved in the autonomic nervous system. Here is the neuron, and here neuron we can discuss here. Now the last, that is how this all information occurs. So to understand this, I just taking an example here. So basically, suppose that we just touch on a hot object, and when we touch on a hot object, our skin sensations get active, and the sensory nerve which are present in the skin get activated, and as a result they can transfer the information to the brain. And while they are transferring the information to the brain will just convert the receive the information, and when he receive the information, that information just pass out by the motor output, that is the motor nerves, and motor nerves goes to the where motor nerves goes to the involuntary organs or maybe to the other muscle organs, and as a result muscle will just contract our hand, and we will just remove our hand from that hot object, and in this way our brain just functions. Okay, this is about the nervous system. Okay, and the last topic which is remaining here is the endocrine system. Now what is endocrine system, we will discuss here. the endocrine system we will discuss in the next lecture, and till then just revise it yourself, and I will just provide the lecture about endocrine system by tomorrow, and we will just complete this chapter by tomorrow, and just we will discuss start the chapter next chapter from the next chapter, maybe the also by the biology, the date by tomorrow. Okay, so still stay safe at home.